we need that piece underneath?
No.
Oh.
The holes are backwards.
Oh no, I didn't think about that.
I didn't either. The big plate, the top plate's upside down. See, everything came in. Looks, the boxes all look like they were taken care of, which doesn't always happen, so we're doing all right. This looks like parts of the bender. Yep, that's the dial plate. There's the instructions. I have no idea what this is. It's a box in a box. I think it's going to be the hydraulic ram, if I had to take a stab at it. Yep, 10-ton hydraulic ram, looking good. And then last is gotta be the die, I guess. Holy moly. They do a good job sealing these boxes. I mean, seriously. No joke seals. Oh yeah. These are nice. That's real nice. Alright, so that's all the parts we ended up with. So we're gonna have to build a mount for it because we didn't buy the mount, we didn't buy the hydraulic motor. We got this hydraulic motor right here that Mr. Wilson picked up. It's got a little floor number here to run it back and forth. And then we have some metal we picked up. We're gonna build a stand for it. So this is everything that comes in the kit for the Model 32 tube bender kit from JD Square. It's a really nice kit. Good components, everything was wrapped well. There were no damages in the shipping process, which is nice. Every piece is individually wrapped in cardboard as well, which is, it's nice. They take care of it. You pay a lot of money for this stuff, so it's nice to see it come in good. The only thing I will say about it is the dial wheel is not engraved, it's just screen printed, which looks great and should work well, but I just worry about it getting rubbed off over time, but we'll see how that goes. So we have everything laid out here, and we've already built, we didn't buy the stand, so we're gonna build, or we ended up building our own, kind of some scrap metal we had laying around. And now we're gonna start putting it together. So first you got your spacer bolt here. Nailed it! Alright, so, first piece goes like, oh, we f***ed up.
What?
We f***ed up.
Do we need that piece underneath?
No.
Oh.
The holes are backwards.
Oh no, I didn't think about that.
I didn't either. The big plate, the top plate's upside down. My life. I didn't even think about that.
Neither.
Which means the nut's welded on the wrong side. Okay, alright, okay. I can work with this, I guess. It's just gonna be off to one side by a lot.
Did you weld it, put a new hole in it, or?
Yeah, just put a new hole in it. I don't see any other option. I'm not cutting this damn thing off.
That's a lot coming.
Yeah, I mean, it'll just be a little off to, instead of being centered in the plate, it's gonna be off to one side, but it is what it is. I mean, realistically, I can turn it. So there were some issues yesterday. Namely, we drilled the holes in our mount plate in the wrong spot, which was a bit of a catastrophe. Okay, it was a total catastrophe. So it's the next day. We drilled a new hole in that, and right now it's just drying with some paint. In the meantime, we're gonna do a little assembly on this bad boy. So we've already started to assemble our top and bottom plates here. We got our spacers in with our long bolts. We got our spacer bolt down here. That's just waiting for that to get dry. In the meantime, though, I do want to put our plate in for the cylinder. And this is what the actuator goes into, or your ram, or whatever you want to call it. So make sure you get that. Line up the holes. Bam. Now we're good. And then put the spacer plate back on the right way. And then this will sit out of the way for, oh, yep, see, that's what I was afraid of with this. This is what I was talking about, that I was afraid of with this. I wasn't paying attention, and I sat the arm on here, and it actually rubbed off the 5 and the 0 on here. If it was engraved, you wouldn't have to worry about that. It's my only downside about this thing. Other than that, this thing, everything about this has been really nice. But that is, well, I thought it would be an issue, and it was. Granted, if you're a little more careful with it, it definitely won't be an issue. But as you can see, careful has not been exactly something that's been going very well for me. Alright, so now I'm going to build this side. This side is a similar setup. You got some spacers, you got some bolts, everything's a little smaller this time. So you want to line everything up. And we are going to washer through the top, through the spacer, through another washer, into the bolt, or into the nut. Alright, so now that is pre-set. This is going to end up going here. It actually goes into your ram, so in the meantime, I'm just going to push it through so it can sit there. And then these are your pins that do all your alignments and everything. And a little extra hardware here for mounting this. We're gonna have one extra washer because we're not using a washer on the one we welded onto our plate. And then as soon as that's dry, we'll start putting this bad boy together. So this is our base. As you saw yesterday, we drilled our holes in the wrong orientation. So last night we drilled a new hole, and it got late, and I said, we're gonna put wheels on it. It'll be a cool little setup, but so just for fun, I'm gonna put this pin in out here, which is a tight fit. And as you can see, it does not line up because there is some adjustment to it as you tighten it down. So I figured I would get this all lined up. Alright, so now it's all lined up. And as I tighten it, it should get better. Boom, which does, slides perfect. It's actually really nice. And that moves nicely, we're good there. Alright, so now, with this being the top, the part we pre-assembled earlier, we're going to slide this through. So yeah, as you see, it isn't bad. It's not completely centered on here, but it's all right. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Or I mean, in with the die was your pointer rod, had some instructions. Tells you where to put it and how to set it up. So So realistically, I am just going to slide it in for now because we're not even close to being ready to use this. I'm just gonna finger tighten it. Next we have the ram here, which is actually really nice. A little oily, but really nice. And it has nice protection on the threads up here, on both the housing, which threads into your block here, and on the actual rod here, which is nice. So we're just going to thread this right into the threaded bar here. Maybe. Awesome, that probably didn't help. It definitely messed up the powder coating a little bit. You gotta be careful when you're threading this in, because if you mess the threads up now, this machine will be a pain to get working right for the rest of the time you own it. All right, so that's threaded all the way in and tight. I'm gonna back it off because I want it to be just like this. Let's see, it says don't break it. 14 inches of throw. Let's see. It will do 11.2 short tons at 10,000 psi. Well, what a coincidence. We have a 10,000 psi pump. All right, so that's the end of the install for the JD Square portion of this. Like I said, I was not sponsored by them. I just really liked their product. It was reasonably priced. They got it to me very quickly. And the quality is here. Not so much, well, it's not this, not so much. The quality is here, and it's nice, and the way they shipped it seems to see that they like their equipment and want it to show up nicely. I've had things that were very nice pieces of equipment shipped to me, and then they were damaged on the way. And there's nothing worse than that. So everything fits right, everything seems high quality, everything is machined right. They seem to care. It's very nice. But that being said, we made this bottom stand out of metal we had laying around. So I didn't buy their stand, and their motor was rather expensive, and we found a cheaper way to go. I can always stop, so you ready? So I am right at 17, maybe a little past it, not much. Well, it's because we mounted it on wheels, so it's moving. So as long as you hold it, there was a reason we did this. It's not just a hat rack. So you pull that out of the way. Just set it there for now. We let a little bar action off. Pull that. Boom. So yeah, in the end, we really like that tube bender. Thing does amazing work. It's going to come in real handy for a lot of the projects we got going on, and maybe one day we'll do a roll cage with the Subaru, or maybe some of these other projects we're playing with, who knows. But a tube bender is something I've always wanted for a long time, and I couldn't really bring myself to justify to get it. Between the notcher, the welder, and the tube bender, we spent a good chunk of change on some equipment for the garage, but in the long run, it's going to really pay off, and we'll be able to do better projects and stuff like that as we go because of it. So let us know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know how you guys like videos like this. Let me know if there was a different notcher we should have got. I did a lot of research, and from what I found, these ones were pretty good for the price point, and that is the key. I don't need an industrial grade tube bender. It's not something I'm going to do all the time. If it takes a little bit longer with that slow pump, you know, it works. So like I said, let me know. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll check you out on the next one.